Hi everybody, welcome to Serena and Flux episode 104. So I'm still in my soy phone costume. I kind of taped this on the same day that I showed it off, so I didn't really feel like getting undressed and redressed and all that good stuff. So I decided that I would just do another vlog while wearing this. So yeah, bear with me anyway. So, what I wanted to talk about today is something that plagues a lot of people, and it's about hope. A lot of people that go through transition tend to lose hope very easily because, I mean, it's a long journey, and it takes a long time, and, I mean, there's so many things you have to consider. There's money, there's possibly your job. I mean, I know some people have gotten fired from being, trans. Luckily, I kind of transitioned on the job, or at least went full-time while I was on the job, and no one seemed to really mind that much. A couple people had to come around and started treating me weird, but they got over it, and I got a new name tag, and it's got my new name on it and everything, and so, it worked out pretty well. I still think I'm being discriminated against at certain points, but what are you going to do, right? Can't win them all. So, anyway, a lot of people give up hope, and because your family might not agree with you, and then you got to deal with that. Some people have been kicked out of their house, and not just for being trans. I mean, people have been kicked out of their house just for being gay, or whatever, being bi or something, and being disowned by their family, and being alienated by their friends. I know about friends. I lost every friend that I ever had throughout my transition. When I started high school, I had 7 good friends. 7 good, tight friends. And then, one fell away, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then, by the time my freshman year of college, boom, gone. Every last one of them. So, I know what it's like. I mean, my life is not a bowl of cherries. And luckily, my family didn't disown me, and, it took them a long time to get over it. When I told them, it took years. I think I told them when I was like 20, and it took until I was like, 26 before they finally accepted it, and it took until I was about 28 before I started going full-time. And so that was interesting. So, I mean, 8 years, you can go through high school twice in that amount of time. So, it's a long time. It takes patience. And a lot of people, they get frustrated or they get impatient with the hormones because they want it to work faster, and that's not exactly the way they work. Hormones are kind of a slow process. I know myself because I got tired of not having any chest, so I went and got implants. Let's face it, they weren't going to get any bigger by hormones alone. It needed to be done. But anyway, yeah. And it's weird, though. It's weird because, when I started my transition, I don't even know how old I was, 12, 13, whatever, started doing things. I didn't really start doing a whole lot until I was, 17, and I had a little bit more freedom to, grow out my hair and stuff like that, and, my nails and stuff like that. But when I first started transitioning, and I knew this was, my path, all I wanted was to be passable. Just passable. Just to be able to walk into a shopping mall or a restaurant or someplace that's public and have no one pay any attention. Just, oh, look, it's some girl, whatever. That's the response that I wanted from people. Just, oh, look, some chick, I don't know her, whatever. And go back to their business. I mean, that's what I wanted out of it. But, the strange thing happened when I went on hormones and all that good stuff, that somewhere along the line, I got attractive to people. I don't know how, and I don't know why. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not very attractive. I mean, look, I like freaking paint my face every time I'm going to get on camera just because I'm not self-conscious about the way that I look. So, I know there's a couple vlogs way in the beginning where I don't have makeup on, but typically that's not what I do. Typically I get kind of made up for this because I don't like the way that I look, and I don't think anyone else does, and I don't want to look like, stupid, but yeah, and I don't really know how to take it, because, I mean, my last relationship, I'm not gonna get into the details, because I'm sure that everyone's tired of hearing about it, and I'm sure no one wants to hear about it again, and I don't really want to talk about it at all, but it hurt. It hurt a lot, and I don't think that I could ever trust anybody again. Because I don't want to be put through that kind of situation ever again in my life. And I've been pretty holding to that. I haven't gone out with anyone since. So for the last 6 years or whatever it was, however long it's been, since 2009, when it was broke off, I haven't gone on a single date or been with anybody since. And I'm good with that. I'm good with that because I usually say that I'm a lesbian because I don't really like guys. I'm not really into guys. I don't really, I don't want to sit here and bash them or anything like that because I think I've done that before, and if I start, this video is going to be like 40 minutes long, and I don't want that. But I'm not really into guys. They don't appeal to me. They don't have anything that I want. And they're just not something that I want to be with. I don't look at a guy and say, ooh, look at that guy, he's cut. Even Thor from the Marvel movie, that guy, whatever the hell his name is, not interested. There's only about 4 or 5 guys out there that I would even let touch me. So, what do you do, And when I look at girls, it's not so much of a sexual attraction as it is, wanting to be a friend of theirs, wanting to go shopping with them, wanting to, do stuff. And because when I was a kid, I always figured I would be alone my entire life. And I know that's lonely. And not a lot of people want to do that. So what do? Well, you get married, usually. Okay? But that's not an end-all solution, because, like with me, I didn't want to get married, so what do? You have tons of friends. So no matter what you're doing, no matter what happens, there's always someone that you can go hang out with. So no matter what, if someone's busy, you go and check it out with someone else, see if they're busy. Somewhere along the line, if you have enough friends, someone's going to be available, and you can go do something with them, right? Right? Sounds logical. So that was my idea, but honestly, I don't really have a lot of friends right now. And I don't see myself getting a whole lot of friends. I do have one good friend in Rapid City that I'm going to go see pretty soon. I mean, honestly, I thought, unfortunately, that she was a circumstantial friend. One of those people that, if you're stuck at work together, then you're good friends, because who else are you going to hang out with? At work, there's not a whole lot of people. It's just you and your work. And so work friends I consider circumstantial, not good friends. So, but, now that I don't have a lot of friends, because when I see girls, I don't look at them as sexual attraction. I'm not thinking about, damn, I want to tap that. I don't think that way. I don't think that way at all. I think more of, could I go shopping with her? She's really pretty. Look at how she does her hair. I wonder if I could get my hair to look like that. I wonder if, I wish I looked like her. Because like the flat stomach, because I'm not this weight loss kick now. And if I get my flat stomach, which I'm trying for, I'm going to get a navel ring. Because when I see other girls with a flat stomach and a navel ring, that is like so sexy to me. So I want to do that. So, because here's the bottom line. Now, this is going to be a shocker to a lot of you, but I don't really enjoy sex. Call me strange, call me weird, call me whatever you want. Call me totally messed up. Whatever you want to call me. I don't care. But never really enjoyed it that much. Like the first time I had sex and I lost my virginity, it was like I kept waiting for like 24 hours. I kept thinking, that really wasn't that great. Is something going to happen here? Like, maybe it hasn't sunk in what I just did. Is something going to, like, all of a sudden I'm going to wake up and be like, holy crap, that was awesome. But that didn't happen at all. I kept thinking, Jesus, you know, sex is supposed to be this awesome thing that everyone pursues for their entire life. And now that I got it, I know I'm supposed to enjoy it, but I don't. And I never, ever, ever had sex. I had only 2 sexual partners, and I never had sex with either one of them because I wanted to. Because I, you know, was turned on, or whatever you want to call it, and I wanted to have sex. No, I had sex because they wanted to. And I wanted to please them, so I did it. Bottom line. I never had a lot of fun doing it. And if I did it and, like, they weren't pleasured, and obviously I wasn't because I don't really care, then I usually ended up crying because I felt bad because nobody enjoyed it and it was a waste of time. Even if I enjoyed it, it would have been worth something. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. A lot of people say that I just haven't found the right person yet. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But I just don't foresee myself getting anybody anytime soon. Because that, you know, 100th video has been floating around for quite a while. I know it's long. I know probably not a lot of people watch the whole thing. But I haven't had, like, any responses. Like, any real responses. Any, you know, legitimate responses to it. Like, I am this way, maybe we could hook up. I haven't had anything like that happen, so I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay with that. Because one thing about being single is you're free. You are free to do whatever you want. You're free to go wherever you want. If I got, like, a request or something to go work someplace, say, like, in Rapid City or Denver or Las Vegas, whatever, I can go. I don't have to think about what my other half thinks, or if it's going to work out for my family or my relationship. I don't have to worry about that. I can just go. And I don't have to worry about my children or anything like that. And if I get time off, like I'm supposed to be getting in a couple weeks, I'm going to Rapid City for a con. I don't have to worry about if that's going to work out for my girlfriend or my boyfriend or my spouse. I don't have to worry about that. I can just go because I'm free. I can do whatever I want. And it's not a thing of, well, you can't go to that because, you know, I'm going to go with this and I need you here for this. No, there's nobody to tell me no. I can do whatever I want. So, it's actually kind of nice that way. Because I am planning on, you know, moving somewhere in the near future, getting a different job, because I really kind of hate my job. But, yeah. I can go anywhere that I want. See, I was planning on going to North Carolina next weekend for Animazement, which is an anime con there, and see a good friend of mine there that I used to go snowboarding with and stuff. Well, I went snowboarding. She was on ski boards, but I was planning to do that, but she had to go to do other things, which is the thing with relationships, you know. not everyone could be at the same place, the same time, all the time, whatever. But she had other engagements to worry about, so she couldn't go. And she said, like, I could show up and we get like one day together, and then she would have to go fly out to New York, whatever. But I don't want to get into the details because it's kind of boring. But anyway, we were only going to get one day together. She couldn't go to the con with me. Part of the reason of going to the con was to see her. So I figured if she couldn't go to the con at all, because if she had to leave on Friday and the con started on Friday, then what was the point of me making all the arrangements to go all the way down there so I could dick around at the con by myself? That's no fun. Granted, I've done it twice with Sogan Con, but I didn't want to go to that con alone. I'll go to Sodak Con by myself, and I'll go to Nebraska Con by myself, and I will go to the one in Fargo if I can by myself. See, if I can drive there, if it's within driving distance, I can go, because if I have a rotten time, or it's not what I want it to be, or it sucks, or I'm bored, or I'm hungry, or whatever, I can always leave. But North Carolina, Raleigh, it's kind of far away, and kind of need to fly there. And also, I wouldn't be able to take my best costume, my Sailor Saturn costume, because I'm not really sure I could get the glaive there. So, you know, if she can make it to that one, I would go. But since she can't, I'm not going. I might get someone to go to Sodak Con. My friend that I'm staying with while I'm in Rapid City might go to that one. I mean, hell, I'll even spring for the tickets. No problem. Because if I'm saving all the money on a hotel, then I can pay for tickets. And it's kind of a little thank you, so. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing. Never, ever give up hope. Because you don't know what's going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know that, you know, people would be attracted to me, and I'd have to tell people, like, guys, look, I'm not interested in guys, okay? I don't find them attractive. And why would I want to come home from a hard day at work or whatever and be greeted at the door by someone that I don't really want to be with and I don't really want to look at? I mean, come on. Would you want that? Would you want to, like, have someone standing at the doorway waiting for you to come home that you don't want to be with? No. Would you want to, like, sit around and eat dinner with someone that you really don't want to look at? No. Would you want to go on vacation with someone that you really don't want to be with? No, you don't want to. So, I didn't realize that was going to be part of my life. I thought I'd just be passable and good enough, whatever, but I never expected to actually be lusted after by people. I mean, that's crazy. So, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. If you're just starting out on your journey, I mean, the hormones, take it from me, they do a lot. Hormones will completely change your entire appearance. Now, with me, it was a little bit more genetics. I kind of had a feminine face to begin with, so it wasn't so much hormones but genetics, but they do a lot, and they will do wonders when you get on them, whatever. And whatever happens, just keep a positive attitude, because that's probably the biggest obstacle you have, is trying to keep positive. Because if you get down on yourself, you get depressed, nothing's going to happen. I think Mel Gibson said it best in Braveheart. You got to try. Because you know what happens if you don't try? Nothing. It's kind of a cliche line, but it's true. If you don't try, nothing will happen. So, whatever. Give it a go. It's hard, I know. I knew that I was, you know, going to do this transition by the time I was probably 12. And I didn't tell my parents until I was 20. So, it takes a long time to muster up the courage to do it. course, I know there were other factors with me, my sister and her asshole husband, and at the time boyfriend were kind of creating a lot of drama, and I didn't want to add to the drama, and I didn't want to seem like, oh, I'm just doing this for attention, because no one's paying attention to me, everyone's focused on them, and I don't want everyone to just think, oh, well, you know, she's just trying to get attention, and no one cares, and blah, blah, blah. I didn't want that. I just wanted to, you know, wait until everything kind of calmed down, and there was no more drama, and then if I had to drop a bombshell then, it would be a little bit easier to take for everybody, but it never really ended with those two, because they're still together to this day. Oh my God. So wrong. So wrong. Which kind of sucks, because if I had been a girl back then, I would have stole him away from her, because he seemed like a really awesome guy. And then if I would have been with him, and he would have started treating me like a piece of crap, like he does my sister, I wouldn't have stood for that. I don't need anyone. I'm fine by myself, and I can survive by myself. I've proved it before. So I would have said, you know what, boy? You know, screw you, I'm out of here. And guess what? We're going to go to divorce court, and I'm going to take everything but the freaking tattered underwear that you wear. That's all you're going to have left to your name is a tattered piece of underwear. And it won't be mine. It'll be yours. But whatever. It's neither here nor there. And I'll probably edit that out anyway. But, you know, just keep trying. Keep up hope. And whatever it takes, just don't give up on yourself. Because, you know, if you give up on yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, who the heck will? You have to believe in yourself first before anything else can really happen. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. Stay tuned for the next video. And stay tuned for a video from the con. Hopefully I'll have someone there to film if I want to do a vlog from the con. But whatever. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Keep up hope and stay strong. Bye-bye, everyone.